the future that's coming, there's been a lot of chat about, from the government specifically, wanting to increase insurance premium minimums from $750,000 a mil anyway, because that's what brokers want, to $2 million. Sometimes you hear as high as $5 million. As insurance or underwriters, what's your perspective on that? What would that do to small fleets, big fleets?
So, Luke, this talk has been there as long as I've been in the business, which is, pushing 30 years. We established this limit in 1980. The Motor Carrier Act in 1980 said you need at least $750,000 of financial responsibility to haul in interstate commerce. Yeah. And then there's slightly higher levels if you're engaged in any degree of hazardous materials hauling. So if you think about 1980 to the present, prices
Inflation.
have moved, right? But this comes up, and I think every 4 years there's a reoccurring study. Is the limit adequate? But it creates a lot of controversy.
It does.
The attorneys from the other side will say no. They want to create a bigger slush fund. But the ATA, very, very good advocate for the truck insurance industry, they'll correctly show reports that say 99% of the claims are settled within $1 million. So the limit is adequate. So there's some, it's been a debate that never seems to get to an end because we have powerful lobbyists on both sides arguing their cases. And ATRI did a study, what would be the financial impact of the trucking industry? Well, there would be some.
Yeah.
The insurance industry can provide the capacity.
Right.
We can do $2 million limits. We can do $5 million limits. There's reinsurance even that we can seek out, but we have to pass those costs on to the truckers. So that means there's going to be more costs for insurance, and what will that do to an already stressed industry, struggling to find drivers, where there's more demand for shipping than there is capacity to fill it? Do we want to stress that industry farther? That's political football, and we've been discussing that for all the years I've been in the business. I think we'll continue to discuss it for a long time until we see anything really enacted.
Well, and to, I guess, continue this one step further, if you think large scale, when 90% of trucking companies are owner-operators, and if regulations, government, everything is trying to basically push owner-operators out and get basically hired under basically smaller fleets, what would that do long-term? What would it look like on the insurance perspective if it went from 90% owner-operators to 50%? Does that affect rates at all?
It would be interesting.
Yeah.
Right? So right now you can, just about anybody can get their own authority with some applications. But suddenly if you all start hauling under somebody else's authority, do we become safer with some safety oversight? Maybe. Yeah. But what's it do to capacity? What's it do to the American way of ingenuity? Go out and, find your own way. You can be your own person, your own boss, and make your own fortunes in America. So I don't want to stifle private industry. I think it's a really important component of our economy.
Yeah, I agree.